Hi, welcome to my channel. Yeah, I know it's a bit awkward. I feel a little bit awkward, but today I decided to voice over this because I'm gonna show you how my artwork went from this nice sketch to this, something completely different. And yeah, let's get it started. So, as you can see, this is the first attempt before, everything goes downhill from here. This is the first attempt. I gave up on it because silly me, I didn't use a reference. It's bad. Always use a reference when you're gonna paint something, especially something you don't know how to paint. For me, I don't know how to paint skin tones. I didn't use a reference. I got upset and I gave up. It had this weird color on it and I didn't like it, and I was just like, you know what, never mind, I'll leave it. Before I get upset with the whole painting, I'll leave it and try the next day. Next day come along, my second attempt. I had a reference this time. I was like, okay, reference, and let's try to paint this. Forget that didn't work out. I gave up while painting it. I was like, I don't like this anymore. I hate it. I wanna rip the paper to shreds. I hate everything. I want to die. Not literally die, but I just hate everything that I was doing at the moment. And at first I thought of ripping the paper to shreds, just burning it, never looking at it again, and go to sleep angry, take an angry nap. All I heard in my head was angry Bob Ross noises, which is what I assume is him just beating the living crap out of his paintbrush against his easel, and all you hear is the
and beat the devil out of it.
That's all was in my head. There was no happy little accident noises, none, just aggressive, angry Bob Ross noises. But instead of ripping the paper apart, throwing it away, I decided to just continue painting. So I decided to just go all ham on the background and just paint whatever or however I felt. I guess instead of feeling angry, I was feeling much more sad and just depressed. That's why it's always blue. The background's always like just covered in blue, dark blue, light blue, a little bit of white maybe. But yeah, I just went all ham on it, and then I was like, okay, this is going somewhere. I like this. Find a picture on Pinterest, thought of painting a tiger. Yeah, forget that. I hated it. As soon as I sketched it out, I hated it. And I was like, never mind. No, I'm just gonna... And I feel like ripping the paper again. I went through another cycle of grief. And... yeah, I decided to, you know what, calm down. Let's just cover up everything. And let's just... find another reference picture. And I found a deer. Weirdly, the picture looks nice, and I was like, okay, let's try this. So I decided to do something new, which is painting straight away with paint and the brush. Usually I would draw it out with pencil. I've never tried something like this before, so this is completely new. But because I've given up all hopes and I have no life in me left for this piece, I had no expectations. It went easier than expected. I thought it would be much difficult, but no, it's pretty easy because I gave up on everything. All my hopes and dreams are now in the trash can. I hope they're still there, but I'm pretty sure I've emptied out the trash can, so yeah. I just painted, well, the base of the deer, decided to put a little bit of color, but I realized everything is just muted. I hated it again. Just because it's all muted, I hated it again. So I took a step back from it. Next day came back to it and was like, you know what? I can fix this. I had a little bit of hope in me, a little bit of optimism. Very rare, but it's there. And I decided to add color. Just vibrant color. I tried to not use black. I just used a lot of other colors and white because I want it to be like lighter and creamy, kind of like lighter. So I did that. The only time I used black was for the eyes or anything that's meant to be black or dark. And yeah, I didn't really have a technique on how I did this. I just look at a reference, look at a paper, look at my paintbrush and just scribbled. Literally. That's all I did. I just laid down everything. I didn't know what was going on. I don't know what I was doing. 99.9% of the time, I have no idea what I'm doing, but it turned out decent, to say the least. But yeah, a little backstory. I thought I didn't film this part, this detailing part of the deer. I thought I didn't record it. I freaked out, panicked, and next thing I know, I actually recorded. I feel dumb, to say the least. Very dumb. I forget things easily nowadays. It's quite scary. I feel like I'm having dementia. Hope I'm not. But either way, I did. So this is what I painted. I'm so sorry. I have no idea what to really say. This voiceover stuff was supposed to be maybe in the future, maybe something that I would do when I actually have something to talk about. But this thing happened and I thought, you know what? I want to explain a little bit about this process. I wouldn't have posted this or made a video on it genuinely because I thought it was a failed project. In some way, I find it as a failed project because I never got to execute the first idea, but I made it into something else. And I felt like, sometimes when I hit that stage, that moment where you're creating something and it just doesn't work, I always feel so alone because when you look at other artists on YouTube or Instagram or anywhere else, you never really see this part of creating something. This part where things just doesn't go right, but somehow in the end it does. And I always felt alone because other people always look at it. As much as I know deep down, everybody goes through this creative moment, which frustrates everybody. But because I don't see it and I don't really hear about it, I tend to feel quite lonely in some way. So that's why I decided to even make this video and even do a voiceover for it. But yeah, that's basically the process, I guess, of this piece. So the little story about the piece, I don't really know what it is. All I know is it's like what I would call a failed project, just because I couldn't execute the first sketch, but it turned out into something else, which I quite proud of actually. I'm sorry if the whole voiceover is very awkward. I didn't script anything, because I feel like if I scripted the whole talk, it's like quite narrative. It's I'm just like narrating something, and I don't like that. It feels quite fake. And I just want it to be just something chill and just, see me as the failure that I am. But if a lot of people enjoy this voiceover thing of me just rambling about stuff, I'm glad to do it again. I would do it again. But you might just hear nonsense most of the time instead of anything that's worth anything. But yeah, that's all, and bye. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.